Hello everyone and welcome back guys to episode 2 of my F1 Manager career mode, where today we're here back on the all-new F1 Manager game for the mobile. Obviously, thank you guys as well for the huge amount of support on episode 1. That video's got like 1,500 views already, which, you know, is really quite incredible. For a very different game to what we usually do on the channel. So yeah, I cannot thank you guys enough for all the support on episode 1. And a lot of you guys were saying, you really love me to try and continue on this as well. So I think the aim, to try and become one of the greatest ever Formula 1 managers. Can I be the next Toto Wolff? Let's find out. Now, I've got a few cases to be opening before we move into this one, but just a bit of a quick thing as well. I've actually been upgrading my drivers. You can see Lance Stroll and Alexander Albon now both level 2 on this game. So we're getting there slowly but surely. We've almost unlocked some upgrades for the engines as well. We've got the Inferno engine and the Revolution engine as well now, both applied to the cars. So yeah, quite looking forward to continuing on this season. We've got a few other things for the drivers. I think that's just saying that they've been upped. And Albon as well obviously has got those upgrades as well. There's a few things supposedly in the store. Don't really... if I have a look, try and have a look. New assets, here we go. So we can buy some stuff if we wanted. I haven't got enough bucks for any of this sort of stuff at the moment. Obviously, with it being a mobile game, in-app purchases are always going to be quite a big thing as well. So, if the Hutch games, if you want to hook me up, I can potentially do some cool stuff with this game as well. Let me know. My email's down. It should be down in the description of this video. But yeah, anyway, moving on past that then, let's open up our crates ready for today's video. We've got 1,700 coins. What else have we got? We've got a buck as well. This doesn't appear to be quite how this is meant to work. And we've got something else. I think that's more Lance Stroll parts as well. So let's open as well. I had a timed crate as well. What do we get? 300 coins from that one. Takes us up to almost... We're getting close to 30k. Another buck gives us 53. And even more Lance Stroll parts. We've almost got him up to a level 3. As well as an upgrade on the gearbox. The Revolution. We will definitely be getting that one on to the car before we continue on. Let's go with the upgrade on that one. So there we go. Now we've got a level 2 gearbox as well. That gives us a plus 1, sorry, on the aero there. And can we go, oh, I broke it. I broke it. Oopsie poopsie. Anyway, yeah, well, we'll hope that's not a permanent issue on this game. I know a couple of you guys have been saying you've had a few issues with crashing here and there. But anyway, yeah, let's try and jump on then into our second race. I want to try and just get these last couple of upgrades on the car. I did one race behind the scenes, as you guys that watched episode 1 will know. I unfortunately lost the first race that I did on video. I did actually win one that I did behind the scenes, so I'm waiting for that just to be my future on this game. We've got a couple of extra crates as well, just to quickly finish this off. Another 2,000 coins, another buck, and some parts for our drivers once again. So, what can we do? So we've almost got a level 3 gearbox there. We're still quite low on the engine department. And yeah, Lance Stroll is almost at level 3 as well. Alexander Albon is still lacking just a little bit. But yeah, let's jump in then. I'm going to try and do 2 races here today in this video back in the duels. I've now got three racing points there, as I'm going to call them now on this game. I need another 7 more to unlock a few more different tracks as well. But yeah, no, so we'll continue on. Then we've got Hockenheim or Monza, or I think Circuit Gilles Villeneuve as well. We can race on in today's races. So let's jump into race 3. The beginning, 2,000 coins up for grabs in this one. And we're at Canada, at a different track this time round. So looking forward to this one. Obviously, Canada, as I'm sure a lot of you guys know, one of my favourite tracks in Formula 1 personally. So let's hope we can have a good, solid showing here today. We're all right at the moment. Oh, we're pulling away in towards the final couple of corners. I think that's us going to come through there. Lance Stroll and Alexander Albon clearing away at the front there. I don't know what the race strategy is going to be for today, but they reckon actually Albon's a lap better on the tyres, so that's certainly of interest, a bit interesting as well. But yeah, let's jump into the first race of the day then. Can we start this one on a bit of a high? We're going to go like that. So it's 8-lap race. And I think we're almost ready for the start. Got Stroll and Albon, and it's lights out, and away we go. They're not off to a particularly good start as we come now down in towards turn 1, though. We are going to be still ahead of our rival, and honestly, that's really the only thing that matters there. A lot of bunching up as we come in towards the first couple of corners. Lads already wanting to drive a bit quicker. What I'm probably going to do is try to make the one-stop work in today's race. Lance is probably going to have to go hards to hards, whilst I think Albon should hopefully be able to go hards to softs even, I should say, on his strategy. So we'll wait and see as to how we fare. I'm going to whack them both up to middle, actually, as well, just in case. But yeah, no, so far it's been a good start. Not too sure why Stroll's got 2 cameras on him. We'll gloss over that one. And Albon, yeah, still just behind as we come out of the final couple of corners to finish lap 1 there. And they're both getting through the tyres a fair bit, which is not reassuring. But we are ahead of our rivals. And he's actually on the soft tyres there, so that's quite interesting as well. So we remained ahead of him. And he's on a set of these soft tyres there. What is his other driver on? He's got Capure on hards. So that's quite interesting. So really struggling on the softs, but he's looking like he wants to try and get one of his drivers on the same strategy as myself. Albon and Stroll seem to be burning through the tyres at about the same rate. So we'll drop them both back down. Haven't had a wet race yet. I think that only unlocks a little bit further on into the games. I think actually Albon's under a bit of pressure there as we come in towards the final couple of corners. Oh, that's a bit interesting. We won't make you drive faster just yet, buddy. They're both still burning through about 20% of the tyres a lap here. But the pit lane at Canada, not very long either. So we'll have to wait and see what we can do in terms of that. I might have to go, for 4-lap stints either way round could work quite well. Yeah, let's continue on then. Albon drops a place there. We've got Lance Stroll a little bit further up the road. I'm going to try and go 4-lap stints both ways. So I'm going to whack them both back up to the medium difficulty there. We've got Giovinazzi barely behind us already. This is a huge collection of cars just behind. How well is Lance Stroll doing? He's got quite a bit of spare fuel though. We'll wait and see how these tyres are by the end of the lap actually. I need to try and get Albon 1 lap longer even. So I'm going to pit Stroll now. I'm going to make him go all out towards the end of this lap onto a fresh set of the hard tyres as well when he comes back out of the pits. Although I'm going to have to try and drag Albon out 1 lap longer here. So I'll make sure Stroll has an okay pit stop. We'll just obviously stay on board with him as we come now down in towards there. There is he almost wrenched into the back of the Haas car as well. But I think, yeah, hopefully that's going to be an okay pit stop. How well is Albon doing just behind? Is it an okay pit stop? It's not been too decent. It's about 6, just under 7 seconds. So not ideal there. But Stroll is going to come out in P20. And we need to get Albon onto a... Oh, could we go softs? Let's gamble it. We'll go on the softs with Albon, see what he can do towards the end of this race. You know, it's a bit of a risky gamble, but we'll have to wait and see. I know Giovinazzi just in front has got to make another pit stop there. Stroll, I can't be having you shredding through your tyres either, buddy, I'm afraid. So we'll wait and see as to how we fare. But yeah, he's really pulled out a bit of a wild card there with Giovinazzi already having made a stop. This is going to be interesting. I don't actually know where his other driver is. Albon there dives in to the pit lane. There's a bit of a issue going on for Lance Stroll as well as the guys he's around. There's Mclaren and the Sauber. As we come into turn 1 there, the Haas gives him a bit of a punt as well. That's not all too reassuring. Where is our rivals? So we got Albon has a 6.6 second stop. So he's 21st and where else is he? He's 21st and 23rd. We're 16th and 24th. So I need to get Albon back up into this race. I need him past Capure, ideally. And how is Stroll faring as well at the moment? He's doing alright. We've got a couple of laps to go of this race. The tyres are looking in okay nick. Albon is all over the back of Capure. And as soon as I say that, Albon does make the move on Danny Capure. So that's okay. Stroll there, still struggling a little bit. He's down to He's up into P14. Holy moly. Stroll's not doing too badly at this later stage of the race. He's got the Renault and the Force India, though, all over the back of him. So it's going to be interesting to see how we fare with those guys. Unfortunately, yeah, nothing really he could do against the Renault car there. But we've got one more lap to go. Albon now is all over the back of Giovinazzi as well there. Can we try and potentially make a move work on the other, well, onto Giovinazzi as well? There's a bit of contact, actually, made between the pair of them. We'll try and ride on board, well, as close to on board as we can with Albon. He gives him, it's a bit of an interesting move, let's be fair. Not quite what you'd expect, but I think we can afford to make them both go a little bit aggressive on this final lap. Could we potentially get Albon past the Force Indy there? I'm not too sure. We've got plenty of spare fuel at the end of this race. So I think, you know, slowly but surely, hopefully on this game, we'll be able to learn about, you know, sort of the fuel and tyre management as well. Stroll is struggling. We're going to bring him back down, I think, there, as Albon has still got a little bit more in the tyres there. But yeah, I think we're just going to try and bring them both home, though. But I think it's looking good at the moment there for our first victory on camera here over our rival. He's all the way, we're 15th and 16th. He's 23rd and 20th. This is looking like potentially a very, very good finish for myself. That Albon in towards the final couple of corners there, applying the pressure to, I think that's the Mclaren, side by side down towards the line there. And I think Albon just about gets him there. No, I don't think he did. 15th at the end of the day there. Lance Stroll down in P16 there as well. Both of them locked into battles right at the very end of that race. But yeah, I think that's going to be our very first victory here on F1 Manager. I will take that. You know, a comfortable. It wasn't like we scraped it either. It was a comfortable, good race at the end of the day. There, 19 points. We beat Racing Point and also Williams there to pick up another 3 checkered flags there. Another 2,000 coins. We got another standard crate as well that we'll have to unlock. I think those take 3 hours to unlock on the whole. But yeah, we've got 20 hours until the league finishes. So I might try and get another couple of videos recorded as well. Up to just under 30,000 coins at the end of the day there. You love to see it. But, oh, there we go. We are back now. Can we do anything? Hello? Please? I think we've got a bit of an issue. I think we've got a bit of an issue again. I might have to quickly close the game. And we are back then, hopefully, once again, ready to take on our second race of the day. We'll jump. Actually, no, what we'll quickly do is see if we've got anything we can do. We've almost got enough for a race crate. We are getting there slowly but surely. 50 out of 100 points. So I guess that's obviously in race points. Can we, like, buy any parts or anything like that? I'd love to be able to. Can we buy anything? No, we need to get some more stuff. We need to just continue on. So you can see there's different series. Obviously, I think that's obviously the race series that we do, I think. Yeah, there we go. So series 2 and so on and so on. But yeah, can we win our second race then of the day? Where are we going to be heading actually for our second race of the day is another critical question before we continue on. But yeah, I'd love to try and get 2 for 2 in today's video. We're up against a real person. It's Alex. So let's try and beat him. And we're back at Monza, the Temple of Speed. Let's try to get another race victory here today. Are we going to be able to get anything on the qualifying laps? Already, it's going to be very, very tight there as we come down in towards the final couple of corners. Oh, he jumps me at the line. Nice paint scheme as well, I hasten to add. So he's got Albon and Hulkenberg. That's interesting. We've got, obviously, Stroll and Albon. So we've got 2 Albons in today's race. I'm going to go mediums to mediums. Sorry, hards to hards, I think is probably going to be the strategy in this one. But we shall wait and see. 8 laps ahead of us here today. Actually, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go hards to soft. So I'm going to go for a very aggressive race strategy here today. You know, I want to try and be burning through that fuel as best as possible. A little bit of lag, actually, as we come in towards turn 1. Potentially that could play into our favour as we try to get up the inside of a couple of cars. So it's been an okay start for Stroll. That Albon hasn't quite made the progress so far that I would have liked to have seen. But overall, we can take that off the start of this race. Around the outside of the Williams, not quite able to just yet. There is, yeah, a little bit of lagging issues as we come out on to the back straight here. We are getting close to Hulkenberg, though, so this is what I really need to do. We need to try and get past him as quickly as possible there. How well's Albon doing just behind? Not so well at the moment here. And yeah, I think we do desperately need some better drivers there. Albon, an open door up the inside, in through the final couple of corners there. We'll drop back down to the medium aggression level, or I don't know whether you want to say aggression or speed or what for that one there, but yeah, hopefully we can continue on okay at the moment. We're up to P15. He's P14 and P11 here, so he's really looking quite quick at the moment. We definitely need to get some more upgrades on our drivers here as we come down in towards the final couple of corners to finish off a lap 2 here. And Stroll's still doing all right at the moment, but yeah, no, this guy has, yeah, definitely got a good dominant lead off the start here. How is... Oh, no, I don't want to forfeit. No, that was definitely the wrong button there. Up to P11 we go. He's up to P5. How is he managing this? I'd be intrigued to see how long it would take before anyone that... Yeah, either I'm racing or me personally to try and get a win on this game. That would certainly be interesting to see. But yeah, I need to dive... Stroll into the pits. Oh, I'm going to have to stack them, aren't I? Luckily, I don't... No, they're quite close still. We'll get Stroll to go absolutely all out, and we'll get Hulkenberg... Hulkenberg, Albon even, I should say, to calm it down as we come in towards the final couple of corners, just so we're not stacking as badly. But yeah, this is not ideal. This is not what I needed in this race. I really do need to be going for more split strategies on this game there. Albon, though, his tyres are absolutely dead. We have been held up, though, in the pit lane now. I think that's interesting to say the least there. But yeah, Stroll now back out of the pits onto lap 4 of this race. And I'm going to make him still go absolutely all out at the moment. Now, Albon I'm going to make go all out as well, because now hopefully the gap should be big enough here. And yeah, we're going to try and go for... We're going to gamble the 2-stop here today and see where we end up here. It's going to be tight on fuel, though. We are certainly starting to risk it just a little bit here. Albon's got about a lap worth of spare fuel. Stroll has not got much, though, in terms of spare, as we actually get past him there, so that's quite critical, as we do need to continue on, though. The Red Bull and the Ferrari is both getting in the way as we come through the final couple of corners there, and all the way now up to P9 in this race. Where is Albon? All the way down in P23 still. That is not ideal. I think I'm going to have to try and get Albon to calm it down a bit and go through to the end here. Stroll is, I think, what we're going to have to focus on, though, in this race as we come now down in towards the final couple of corners of lap 5-2. Double overtake there. What a move by Lance Stroll as he now moves up to P6 of this race. And we're going to be able to get one more lap out of him at the moment. But he is running low on fuel, so that's something we're going to have to watch for to the end. We're going to dive him in onto a set of these soft compound tyres at the end of his lap. And he was on the podium. We were doing that well at this stage of the race here. Where is he at the moment? He's all the way down in P11 and P22 there, so we might have to actually have a bit of a look to see how well Albon's doing against him in the latter stages of this race there. Oh, I think we're gonna have to dive him into the pits as well. Sadly, I don't think the tyres are going to make it through to the end. Where is Stroll as we come in towards the final couple of corners of the lap? His tyres are gone. He hasn't got enough fuel as well, so we are going to have to really monitor that as well here as we come now down into the pit lane. Apologies for the lag on this second race of the day. I'm going to guess our good friend Alex is in a very different part of the world to myself there. But yeah, Stroll comes out of the pit lane now. Oh no, we can't afford to make him go attack mode because he just doesn't have the fuel. Where is Albon? He's now diving into the pit lane as well. We really need to get Stroll saving fuel here. He's all over the back of Hulkenberg. This could be a critical move towards the end of this race. He's now saying he's got quite a bit of... I've got a bit of fuel to spare. I don't think you really do at the moment, but he will whack you back up to medium. But yeah, where is his other driver, though? That's the problem. He's already up in 19th, so I'm going to have to get Albon going for it, but I don't think... This one isn't looking good at the moment, I'll be honest. So I've got Albon back now down to 1 on the fuel. Hulkenberg's in, though. We're going to make a couple of places where this should be some good points. And this is so close towards the end of this race here, just in terms of who gets the overtakes and where. Stroll's got very little fuel in the car there. He's getting punted along by the Sauber there. Where is Albon? It's going to be so tight on fuel in this one there. We are still just about leading, though, Where is his drivers there? We're up in P10, and it's looking good at the moment. In towards the final couple of corners of the race. Lance Stroll this time around. Low fuel. I don't think that hopefully won't matter, though. Down to the line. It's going to be P10 there. Where is Albon? Is he going to lose out on any other places? They're in towards the final couple of corners of the race. It's P17. Not exactly a race result I should be celebrating there, but I think we have won this one here today. So we're starting to get into a bit of a rhythm on this game there. Not too sure what that's all about. P8 at the end of the day. We beat Red Bull, Williams, and Force India there, and that's going to give us another 3 checkered flags there. Hopefully it should take us up to over 30 grand as well at the end of the day there. Up to 33rd in our league as well, which is pretty cool to see, as we've got another couple of crates to open down the line. They're almost ready to unbox that race crate as well. Hopefully next time out we will have enough points to be getting that. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching this video. Get yourself subscribed if you're new around here as well, and you do want to see more F1 Manager on the channel. We're starting to get some W's in the books now, which is absolutely critical. But yeah, that'll do us for this one, and hopefully I will see you guys next time.